Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting video. In this video, we are going to learn how to make responsive header using HTML, CSS and jQuery. In the last video, we have made desktop header. Okay, this is not a responsive header. So in this video, we are going to make this header responsive for mobile friendly. Okay, so you can see we are going to build this mobile header in this video. Please have a look. This is a submenu navigation under the join menu. So we have added a plus minus icon over here. As you can see here, we have added the hamburger menu as well. Okay, this is the wish list. These are the social icons. This is the search. Okay, before diving into the code base, please make sure you subscribe to our channel for more such amazing videos are coming in this YouTube channel. So let's dive into the code base that we are created in the last video. If you have not seen the last video, I will give you the link in the description of this video. Please check it out, or else I will give you in the iCards. Please check that video. Okay, so let's dive into the code base. So in this mobile menu, we are going to use plus minus icon. The images I will give you in the description of this video. Please download from there. Let's open the header. Let's open the header that we have created in the mobile device. Just click on the inspect element, Control Shift I, and go to the this toggle device toolbar. You can do it by Control Shift M in the Windows. Okay, it will open. In that, you will select all the devices. For example, right now I am selecting iPhone 6, 7, 8. So make it width as 100%. Okay, this is how it is looking on the mobile device. First thing, we need to hide this menu for a right now. So we will make this as display now, display none. So for the mobile device, let's add the media query. Device, media only, screen, and max width 767 pixel. Okay, so we have added the media query for the mobile device. Let's make the header as the navigation. For a time being, we will make it as hidden. After that, I will remove this display none for time being. So this is how the mobile device. Let's reduce the logo size actually. So it's too big in the mobile device. So let's reduce the logo size. It's too big for the mobile. Let's copy the class, and it's there inside the header, and the class name will be logo. Make sure you add all the parent classes so it will not affect in other pages. So in the coming videos, we are going to build entire website. Okay, first let's give position relative, max width 160 pixel, and the top will be 10 pixel, and padding top 0. So this is how it is looking. Let's see the CSS is applying or not. Okay, it's applying. So it's not looking, it's of the alignment. Let's make the image as max width 100%. Okay, this is how it is looking. So let's give the image size as max width 100 pix 100% width. It's there inside the logo class. Let's copy this and the image tag. Let's give the max width as 100%, so it will look neater and cleaner. Okay, this is done. So logo we have aligned. After that we are going to use the wishlist icon over here instead of the social media icons. Okay, we will add one li in that. It's not, the wishlist icon is not there over here, so we will add that icon first over here. So the wishlist icon is here. Let's copy this icon, and where is the social icons? So social icons over here. So let's paste it over here on the first. So just refresh it, it's showing, right? So we need to hide this all the social icons of the desktop. We will make we will create another social media icon due for the mobile device. Okay, let's add the second. So this is the first li, it's there in the wishlist icon. The second li, and the third li, and the fourth and fifth. All from second to fifth, all are social media icons of the desktop. So we are going to hide it. Okay, for that we need to add a CSS. So it will be like header, and the class will be header social wrap. It's there inside the logo wrapment. Let's add it, and the header social wrap. And after that there will be a UL, and there will be a line, and nth last child n plus 4. Okay, this will hide from second to fourth. So you can see here. So all the li elements except the first one, all the are hidden. I have added the CSS so far. Okay, so let's make this. So we have added the li for the mobile device, right? It will shown in the desktop also. Okay, so we need to hide it from the desktop, but it needs to be shown in the mobile device only. So for that, so the first element should be display none in the desktop device. So let's write code for that. Okay, it's the first element, right? So let's copy the this we have written for the 1 to 4. So let's paste it over here and change it to 1 over here. From the desktop it will be hidden. Let's refresh the code once. It's not hidden right now. Give me a second. It will be a hen n child. Okay, so right now you can see here it's hidden. So make sure while copying you need to remove the last keyword from the CSS. Okay, so we have removed the wishlist icon from the desktop. Also, it was removed from the mobile device because it was hidden in the desktop as well as in the mobile device. It's applying, so we need to make it display block in the mobile device. So make sure you add it over here and keep it as a display block. So it will be showing over here. This one should be left in the right. It should be overlapping with the logo. So we need to make it to the right. For that we need to change the width as auto. So it will shift it to the right. Okay. So let's make this change for the mobile device. Okay. So we need to make it as width as auto. Okay. It's shifted to right hand side. Wishlist icon as well, right in the mobile device. So after that, after clicking on the favorite pop-up should open right in the after clicking on this. So this is how it is looking in the mobile device. So we need to change the position to the top. Okay, for that let's add some CSS to it actually. So let's give the top top 55 pixel and the right 20 pixels. So it should open in that. Okay, let's write it for the mobile device. Let's copy the code. Let's add it for the mobile device. So we are all the code we have written, it's there in the media query only. Make sure you will also write in the media query itself. Top 55 pixel. Okay. So after if I remove the display none, it will show below the logo and the after clicking on that. After clicking on this heart icon, it should show, but we are facing some issue while toggle this class. We will fix it in the next video. Okay. So after that, we are going to add hamburger menu. Okay. So let's have a look how we are going to add it. The hamburger menu for the mobile device. So after the navigation tag, we are going to create mobile mobile menu. Okay. First create the anchor tag and give the href as JavaScript word 0 and give the class as nav icon. Okay. Inside the anchor tag, create 4 empty span. Let's copy the same tag for 1, 3, 4. Okay. So 4 empty span you need to add it. Okay. Let's write some CSS for the nav icon. So we are going to add it in the desktop device. Okay. We will display none in the desktop icon, desktop device. So let's create nav icon. Okay. What is the parent of this? It's there inside the header. Okay, we'll make sure you return header before that. It's okay if you don't return now. Only a single class we are going to use it across the website. So first give the width as 30 pixel and the height will be 20 pixel, and the cursor will be pointer, and margin 0 auto, and position will be absolute, and top 12 pixel, and the left will be 20 pixel, and ms transform rotate 0 transform rotate 0 fn webkit transform rotate 0 and overflow hidden, and the z index 2, and the display none. I have written in the desktop. I have written the nav icon css in the desktop. Okay, make sure that's why I have written the display none over here. For the for the desktop device, it should not show. Okay, for the after that, let's write css for the span tag. So let's add the css for the span tag inside the nav icon span, and the background color for that is 424242. Okay, none, repeat, scroll 0 0. Okay, and the border radius will be 9 pixel, and the display block and height will be 2 pixel, and the left will be 0, and the top will be 0, and the opacity will be 1, and the position will be absolute, and ms transform rotate 0. So let's copy all these things from the nav icon. Let's paste it over here. Okay, then let's give some animation webkit transition all dot 25 second is in out 0 second, and o transition all 0.25 second is in out 0 second, and the transition will be all 0.25 second is in out 0 second. Okay, and the width will be 100%. So we have added the css for the span. Let's give the top. So for example, so let's copy this one class, and nth child for the second span, comma, copy this, and the nth child for third one, we will give the top as 9 pixel. For the fourth child, for the fourth span, we will give the top as 18 pixel. Okay, we are adding all this css in the desktop only. So let's have a look. This how is it looking? Let's go to this. Okay, the nav icon, let's make it to the display. Remove the display none. It's showing like this. Okay, it's perfectly showing. So let's make sure we make it as display block in the mobile device. Okay, so in the mobile device it's showing like this hamburger menu. In the desktop it's not showing. Perfectly fine. It's working perfectly fine. So after clicking on it, it will change it to the cross icon. Okay, for that we need to write some JS. Okay, go to the function.js and write. So on click on the nav icon. So on clicking on this nav icon, we need to add some class. Okay, for showing the class icon. So let's add the jQuery for that. Dot the class name we have copied and the click and insert that function and open that, and let's add the semicolon and this dollar this dot toggle class. There is a function saying toggle class and let's add the class name as cross. Okay, for the nav icon, whenever I click on the nav icon, so it will append the cross class to that. After clicking on the once again, it will remove the cross class. Okay, after that let's give the class to the nav tag and the toggle class, and it should be the class will be open menu. So after clicking on the nav icon, the menu should also show, right? Okay, for that we have added. So let's have a look, is it working or not? So after clicking on that, so it's adding the class cross as per our jQuery. So for the nav icon, as also we have added the one more clause open menu after clicking on the nav icon. Okay, so two classes are adding properly. So make sure, let's write the CSS to the cross class. Okay, let's go to the style.css. So let's add it. So in the desktop CSS only we are going to add it. Okay, so let's give the nav icon dot cross for the span hen child. For the first span, right, we need to give the for the first span, let's give the left as 50% and the top will be 10 pixel and the width will be 0. Okay, and let's copy same thing once again for the second span. Okay, for this second span we have written for the first span after adding the cross clause. Okay, then ms transform rotate 45-degree transform rotate 45-degree webkit transform rotate 45-degree. Okay, let's copy the same and paste it below that for the third span. So in that we are going to change it to minus 45 degree, minus, and the minus 45 degree. Okay, let's copy the class for the fourth span. For the fourth span will be left 50% and the top 10 pixel and the width will be 0. Okay, it's same for the first and the fourth span. Okay, we have added the CSS. So it's changing from the hamburger menu to cross icon after clicking on it. Okay. Okay, after clicking on it, the menu should show with different background color. Okay. So let's add CSS for that. So for the nav wrapper, we have made the display none in the beginning of this video. So we need to remove that display none from the media query. Okay. So let's add the CSS for that. Header nav. For that nav we have a class as well. Let's copy that class. Dot wrapper. Okay. First give the position as fixed and the background color will be white and the top 0 pixel and the left minus 400 pixel and the width will be 100% and the height will be 100 vh and the margin 0 and the padding will be 0 and max width 100%, transform none, opacity 0, visibility will be hidden and the z index will be 2, the background color will be 0 6 1 6 3 3. Then the WebKit transition all dot 5 second is in out and merge transition call dot 5 second is in out and o transition all dot 5 sec is in out and the transition all dot 5 sec is in out. So we have added the CSS from the wrapper, okay, for this. So after clicking on it, right? So after clicking on it, the the class is appending, right? For the open menu, the class is adding to the wrapper menu. So for that, we are going to add CSS for that as well, okay, for the open menu. So let's copy that. Let's first copy this entire header now wrapper class and let's go to here and for the wrapper, right? So for the open menu the class is appending. So after, let's paste it over here, the class open menu. Let's add the CSS for that. Left 0 and the opacity 1, visibility visible. So let's, after that, top 0, height will be 100 vh, max width 100%, and the background color will be hashtag 061633. Okay, let's copy the animation from here. So same animation, let's copy it. Okay, paste it over here. So let's have a look how is it looking. So this is how it's showing. Like after clicking on the nav icon, the this menu is showing like this. The menu is overridden actually over here. So the cross icon is also not showing. Let's give the cross icon for the background color as white. Let's give that. Let's have a look how is it looking. So not for the anchor tag. Let's give for the span tag. So background color is white. It should be add for the all the span tags. Let's give it over here. Background color will be white. So it's much better. Okay. Let's give the white background for the cross icon. Okay. Let's write the CSS for that. So we will make one by one fixes for the mobile now. So for the cross icon, it's not visible as much. So we are going to write CSS for that. And now icon for after that there is a cross class is applying. After that there will be a span and give the background color as white. Okay. So it's much better. So let's add the CSS for the all these menu items. Okay, this will be under the header tag and the nav tag and the UL. Okay, so this is so let's write some CSS for that. First, for example, position relative top 60 pixel margin right 0. Okay, let's copy this. Let's copy the class first. Header now lag UL. Okay, paste it over here. Let's copy the CSS from here and paste it over here. Okay, all this CSS I am writing inside the media query. Okay, after adding the UL, let's add the CSS to the LI as well. So for the LI tag, right? So width will be 100%. So it will become one by one, and the padding 10 pixel, 30 pixel, and the minimum width will be 0. Okay, let's copy the class first and let's copy the CSS. After that, let's add the CSS inside the UL, LI, and the anchor tag. We have so far we have added the CSS for the UL and the LI. Okay, so UL and LI. So we are going to add it the anchor tag inside the LI, which is A tag. So for that, so let's make the font size as 16 pixel. in the mobile device, and the color as white. Okay, and the width will be 100% and the float will be left. Let's copy the class. Let's copy the CSS that we have written. Okay, so this is how it is looking after adding the CSS. Okay, this icon is also showing the search and the search wrap. Okay, so we are going to make it display none in the mobile device. We are going to create different search for the mobile device. So for that we are going to hide the desktop one. Okay, let's copy the class and make it as display none in the media query so it will not show. Okay, so after that, after overing on the anchor tag, the color should change, right? So it's changing actually. Let's go to the over. Let's make it over. Okay, just go to the another, for example, fresh anchor tag. Let's click on it. It's not changing the color actually. No, it's changing the color. My bad. Okay, it's changing the color. It's proper. So in the join, right, we have sub navigation. Okay, after clicking on that, we have got sub navigation under the join. So you can see here. Okay, the drop down. So it's showing like this. So after clicking on the join icon, we are going to add a plus minus icon. Okay, for that in the join menu, right below the join menu, we are going to add one more one more span saying adding to that span we are going to give a class as drop down arrow. Okay, let's go to the join menu. Where is the join menu? It's there inside the wrapper. Okay, so after the anchor tag, right, so we are going to add one more span with class of drop down arrow. Okay, so it will be a empty span. So let's write some CSS to it for the drop down arrow that we have created right now. So let's go to the CSS and write it. It's there inside the header nav ul li and the drop down arrow. Okay, it will be there inside the header nav ul li and the drop down arrow. Okay, let's write some CSS for that. Display inline block width 40 pixel and the height will be 40 pixel and the background size 50%. Background position will be center. Background repeat no repeat. Position will be absolute and the top will be 0 and the left will be 70 pixel 70%, my bad, and the transform translate x minus 50%. WebKit transform translate x minus 50%. Background image URL, we are going to use images and the plus icon. Okay, by default it will be the place icon. After clicking on it, you can see here. So after clicking on the place icon, it will change it to the minus icon. Okay, for that we are going to add the class for the drop down arrow. Okay, so for that let's go to the JS and let's write the CSS for that. Let's write the JS for that actually. Header nav ul li dot drop down arrow dot click and the function, and for that we are going to add the class saying toggle class, and it will be drop down drop up arrow. Okay, so after clicking on that it will add the class drop up arrow. Okay, drop up arrow, and also the drop down menu should also open, right? So for that also we are going to add the JS. It will be like header nav ul li and the drop down menu, and will be slide toggle. Okay, so we have added the jQuery. Let's have a look how is it working or not. So we have added the, so on the drop down arrow, right, on the click of that, so we have up, added drop down drop up arrow class, as well as we have toggle the drop down menu. Okay, let's add the CSS for the drop up arrow. Okay, let's go to the style.css. Okay, let's copy this of the drop down arrow. Let's paste it over here. So drop down arrow and the class will be drop up arrow. Let's copy it from here. Let's go to the style.css and paste it over here. For that, let's change it the from the plus icon to the minus icon. Okay, minus icon. All these assets I will give you in the description of this video. Please download from there. Okay, so we have added the CSS for the drop, the plus and the minus icon. Okay, you can see here. Okay, after clicking on this menu, right, join menu, the sub item should show. So first thing in the header, right, in the desktop device, we have added the CSS on over for this. Give me a second. It will be a display drop down menu. Let's give it the display inline block to display none. Okay, so go to here and the display none for the mobile. So on over it should not show, but after clicking on it, it will automatically open. So for that we have written display none for the over effect. Okay. So let's write the CSS for the drop down menu. Okay, let's go to the our style.css and let's copy the class and add the parent tag as well. Let's give the CSS position relative top 0 left 54%, and the width will be 180 pixel. The background color is transparent. The padding 10 pixel, 0 0, and the display none, and the transform translate x minus 50%, and it will be like margin 20 pixel and 0 and 0. Okay, we have added the css for the drop down ul. So after that we are going to add a css for the li. Let's copy the class, paste it below that, and for that padding 2 pixel and the 0. Okay, let's have a look how is it showing. Let's click on it, and after that it's showing like this. It's too big actually, the sub menu. So let's write the css for the anchor tag of the drop down. Let's go to here and let's give the font size as 12 pixel, and the line height is 18 pixel, and the width will be 100%. Float left padding 5 pixel and 0. Okay, let's write it down for the anchor tag. Let's copy the class, and after that let's add the anchor. Let's copy the css that we have written. Okay, so this is much better. Okay, for the mobile navigation we have made all the changes, you can see here, right? After clicking on this it's showing perfectly fine. So let's have a look the desktop also, it's not affected right now. So we are done with the navigation part. Okay, let's make the css changes for the header. Right now we are not seeing any head social media icons and the search, right? In the desktop it's there, the social media icons and the search. So for the mobile device let's add it that as well. Okay, for the search, first thing let's go with the social media icons, right? So let's add it the html for the social media icons in the mobile device. Let's go to here, and below the nav icon, right? Let's copy the desktop social wrap div, and let's paste it below the nav icon. Let's give the comment as mobile social media icons. Okay, from that remove the first element, first li tag. Let's change the class of that, it will be social wrap mobile. Okay, for the mobile device this will be, rest of the things will be exactly the same. Okay, let's write the css for that. It should be not shown in the desktop. Okay, we will make it as a display none over here. So this is there inside the media query. So go to the top and below the this, and let's add the CSS for that header and the class. Make it display none in the desktop device, and after that let's give the width 100%, text align center, margin 0, padding 0, padding 0, float left. Okay, we have written the CSS for the social wrap, but it will be display none. Let's make it the display block. Okay, in the mobile device, and let's add the CSS for the UL element inside the headers wrap. Okay, let's write the UL, and it will be like width 100%, display inline block, text align will be center, margin 0, padding 0. Okay, we have added the CSS for the UL as well. Okay, let's remove the display now. This is how it is looking. Let's add the CSS for the li tag inside the social wrap mobile. Okay, let's copy that, and let's give the margin 0, padding 0, and 1 pixel, list style type none. The color will be hash 112, and the display inline block. Okay, so let's remove the display none from here. So this is how it is looking. Okay, from the mobile device, right, we need to make it the display block. Okay, let's make it to the display block in the mobile device. Let's go down, go down, go down, and on over here. So let's copy this the class and go to here and make it as display block. In the mobile device it should be shown. Okay, so but it should be very small compared to the desktop thing. Let's make it quite bigger actually in the mobile device as well. So let's make it the font size at 18 pixel, so it's much better. Okay, already we have added for the desktop. The font size is 22 pixel. Okay, let's copy our class for the social wrap. Below the desktop thing, let's write it for the mobile as well. For the mobile, it will be fast fab. Only the two classes of the icon. Let's add that as well. Fab. Let's copy the entire thing once again for the fast class. Okay, let's give the font size as 18 pixel. so it looks much better, but it's overlapping with the logo. Let's give some space for that. So let's give the header social wrap in the mobile device, margin 5 pixel, 0 0, so it will be a much better. Just go to over here, and in the display block, let's give the let's copy this same thing that we have written so far. Okay, so this is how it is looking. Okay, let's see the over effect of these icons. It's applying or not. It's not applying. Let's add the over effect as well. Similar like the desktop. Similar like the desktop over effect. Let's add it. So let's search for the over. So over here it's a this one, right? So let's make it universal, such as like whenever there will be an anchor tag, right, in the website, make it as on over of anchor tag. It will change the color as this one. Okay, let's add the animation as well. So on the button we have given, right, on the anchor tag, on the over, these effects should be there, like normal simple animation. Okay, so let's have a look, is it working or not. So on the anchor tag, let's keep it at hover. Okay, it's working fine. The mobile device as well. You know, like how to check the over effect by inspect element on the right hand side. You will see the toggle element state. Okay, after clicking on that, just click on the over. You will see the color. Okay, so it's working properly fine. Sorry, dot is not there. So a dot over. So let's. It's also showing properly fine. Let's check the indifferent another e tag. Okay, the animation is also working fine. So we are done with the social icons for the mobile as well. So only thing is pending right now is search in the mobile device. Okay, so let's add the search as well in the mobile device. So let's get into the code base, and below the mobile social media icons, let's copy the comment as well and paste it below the social media mobile search. Okay, mobile search. So let's give the parent, let's create one div with class name of search wrap mobile. Okay, in that let's add an anchor tag. There will be a specific new page we are going to create. Okay, for the search page. So whenever you click on the search, right, it will take you to the another page. Okay, inside the anchor tag, let's create the input field. Input type text, autocomplete should be off. Okay, it should be inside the anchor tag, and after that let's create one more anchor tag. Inside that, let's add one tag abbr. Okay, let's add the text as search. Okay, this will look like a button, but we're going to style it. Okay, let's have a look. How is it looking? This is how it is looking. So this search should be visible only on the mobile, right? This is search wrap mobile, right? So for this we are going to hide it in the desktop device. For that, let's go to the style.css, and in the desktop CSS, okay, this one. Below that, let's add the header. It's there inside the header tag, and make it as display none in the mobile, in the desktop. Okay, let's copy the same, and in the mobile, right, we need to do a CSS. Okay, let's copy the class, and let's give the width as 260 pixel, and position will be relative, and top 0, top 0, left 50%, transform, translate x minus 50%, display inline block, margin 5 pixel, 0 0. Okay, so this is how it is looking after adding the CSS to the search wrap mobile. Okay, so we have added the CSS for this class. So let's add the CSS for the input tag. Okay, so let's copy this and paste it below, and after that, input tag, type text. Okay, let's give the add the CSS for the input type text. So for the border will be a none, and the background color is transparent, and the border bottom 1 pixel solid as 112, and the border radius will be 0, and the WebKit border radius is 0, and after that padding will be 0, width 190 pixel, and float left. Okay, so we have added the CSS for the input field. Okay, this after adding the CSS, this is how it is looking, and after that, let's add the CSS for the last element, which is ABBR tag. Let's copy that. Okay, let's copy this one and paste it over here, and let's, okay, so let's give the CSS for that as well. Float left, margin left 10 pixel, text transform uppercase, cursor pointer, font size will be 12 pixel, font weight will be 600. Okay, so we are done with the mobile header. Okay, so let's see the desktop as well. Is there any effect we have made it in the desktop? No, in the desktop as well everything is working perfectly fine. Let's see in the mobile. in the mobile as well. Everything is working perfectly fine. So we are done with the desktop as well as the mobile header. So in the next video we are going to make a footer for the website. Okay, let's have a look the final header that we have created. Let's take a overview. Okay, this will be the social desktop social. Okay, icons. This is the same menu that we have used for the mobile as well as the desktop. Okay, this is for the desktop search. Okay, desktop search icons. This is for the mobile menu, mobile hamburger menu. Okay, this is the mobile social media icon. This is the mobile search, and this will be the favorite pop-up. Let's give the comment so it will be better. Favorite pop-up. Okay, inside that there will be a button. So this is the HTML we have written for the header. Okay, these are the CSS. There are too much CSS we have written. This is the media query for the mobile device. Media query for the mobile device. Okay, so this is the CSS for the header tag. So this is the JS code we have written for the header tag. Okay, I hope you find some value in this video. Please hit the like, share it with your programming friends, subscribe to our channel for more updates. See you in the next video. Stay safe, stay home. Bye bye.